Welcome to Unbreakable Latina. Hi guys, welcome back to Unbreakable Latina. This is your host Melina. I hope you're having an amazing day, whatever day you're listening to this on. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am having a great week. Although a couple minutes ago, I deleted the entire podcast episode today that I recorded, and I had already finished. I was about to edit, but my impatientness got to me, and I thought I had the correct video uploaded to the computer, which I didn't, and I deleted it, and here we are recording again. Pero you know what? Aquí le vamos a echar ganas. This week, I actually logged into Spotify for podcasters, and I got this alert saying, congratulations, your podcast is number 42 on the top charts of society and culture podcasts. And this has happened before, but never this high. I think last time it was like number 70 something. I don't even remember, to be honest. It's been a while. But I just want to say thank you for listening. Because of you guys, my podcast is hitting the charts and people are noticing it. So it makes me really happy. And that I am taking up space as a Latina podcaster, because for a long time, I used to listen to podcasts, but I could never relate to any of the podcasts that I would listen to. So that is the whole reason why I created this. I want to talk about things that usually are not talked about. And I've been very vulnerable with you guys, and sometimes I catch myself like, oh my gosh, like I just told the whole world like all my trauma. But you know, me telling my story is helping others not feel alone, and that makes me happy because I never had anyone that made me feel like I wasn't alone growing up, where I felt like I was the only person going through all these things, like with my dad, with my family, like going to college and not having that experience that everybody like tends to glamorize and have. And I just had a different way of growing up, and I felt like I was the only one, but apparently a lot of us can relate. So it makes me happy. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot when you go and rate it, because it's getting attention and being recommended to other people. Like, it makes me happy that you guys also share with your friends. I always get messages, and I don't know, it's just exciting, and I'm grateful, and all this hard work is paying off. I'm creating this community that I wish I had when I was in my 20s. And I get people all ages that tell me like, oh, although you're younger than me, like, thank you for the podcast. And I don't know, it's just surreal. Like, no me la creo, pero les agradezco mucho. I appreciate you guys. And I'll tell you every episode that I appreciate you guys, because I do. So this week I had posted on Instagram that I wanted to do a big sis advice segment, and I got a lot of questions. So I am going to split it in two parts, because next week I am going to the Karol G concert, and I'm really excited about that. So I kind of want to take the weekend off from podcasting and just enjoy that, and then I'll update you guys on how it goes on the following episode. So I am splitting this episode in two parts. So it's Big Sis Advice part 1, and then I'll have part 2 next Monday. So I had posted on Instagram like, who needs Big Sis Advice? I got a couple questions. I got some voice notes. So let's do the voice notes first.
Hi, Melina. I wanted to ask your advice because I am a little heartbroken at the moment. I was dating a guy who we broke up for 2 weeks. He goes to Mexico and then decides to start dating another girl without papers. And he completely breaks it off with me, is now super into her, and we dated for 3 years. And I'm just destroyed because I felt like it was traumatizing for me because he didn't want to continue to talk to me anymore. Um, got into a lot of arguments towards the end, and it's just soul crushing. So I just wanted advice on what to do at this point. I don't talk to him anymore. It's been a month, but I keep on finding out that he is going and seeing her, flying to Mexico to go see her. And we had planned to get married. We had planned to have kids. We had planned a lot together. And just I'm real sad.
Hola, amiguis. I am so sorry to hear that you're going through that. My heart goes out to you. That's really tough. And as much as it hurts, and you probably cannot see it right now, this is a blessing in disguise because when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And if this person, it was so easy for them to just, after having a breakup of 2 weeks, to just leave, then imagine if you guys would have actually got married, then you have to go through the whole divorce and everything. And it sucks and it is crushing. And I'm sure you wonder, like, why did he leave and pick her? And why not me? Like, what's wrong with me? But it's not you. I just want you to know that it's not you because we tend to blame ourselves when someone does that to us. And it isn't you, it's them. Something is wrong with them, and you just have to learn to appreciate that the universe said this isn't the right man for you. There was a time in my life where there was this man that I really liked, and he broke my heart, and then he left and came back and was like, hey, are you sure about us? And at the same time, he was already entertaining somebody else and telling her the same things. But I just thought to myself, like, this seems fishy. And I said, no, you know what? Like, I wouldn't want to give us a second chance. And then he went and married that other person. I wonder, and sometimes I had found myself wondering, like, what if I would have said yes? Would he have been talking to that other person? And from what it seems like, is like the guy that you were dating had this all planned out where, sometimes they pick fights just to see what's out there and they go see what's out there and they're entertaining other women while they're still being with you. And it is very crushing and it does hurt you, but you have to know that this happened for a reason. And it's so easy to say, like, oh, this happened for a reason. I've heard that so many times, like, everything happens for a reason, but it really does. It truly does, because one day it's all going to make sense. You're going to meet someone that appreciates who you are. You're not going to be second, third choice, fourth choice. You're going to be first choice. And then you're going to look back and say, that's why it didn't work out with that guy. So another advice that I do have is to, if you are checking up on him, like on Instagram, how you said that you found out that he's going back to Mexico and seeing this girl, or if family members or friends are telling you, then tell those friends or family members that you don't want to hear about it, because you have to kind of cut them off cold turkey. And if that means that you have to stop spying on Instagram, because I know we tend to do that. We tend to go on these binges of like, what is he doing? Like, oh my God, he took her to do this. And it just hurts ourselves. So you have to just focus on being with yourself and what do you like to do. And it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but one day it's all going to make sense. And I hope that healing comes soon for you and one day it will all make sense. Okay, so the next question that I got was this one.
My question is, how do you find time or make time to do things that you enjoy without feeling guilt or shame because you're taking time off? I ask this question because sometimes being Latina, being the oldest, having responsibilities, having to mature and grow at a younger age, sometimes taking time off or taking a break can seem very shameful because you could be utilizing that time for other things. But I also know that it is healthy to take breaks because you can't always be at your 100% realistic. Thank you.
Amigues, I too have struggled with the guilt of resting. It is so tough to train yourself that it's okay to rest. And one thing I did find is that if I didn't rest, my mental health wasn't doing well. And if I didn't rest, I just got sick. And I learned the lesson the hard way. There was times where I wasn't resting to the point where I was so stressed out. I even developed like some stomach issues where like everything I ate was hurting me and they couldn't find what was wrong with me. And the doctor was like, it's probably just stress, which it was. So in order to take care of others, you have to take care of yourself. and you're not going to be at your full potential if you don't rest. So you have to remind yourself that it's okay to rest. It's okay to put yourself first, because if you are not 100, you cannot give to others. And it sounds like you often give to others. So just the way that you'd be there for someone you love, be there for yourself. And you have to be a little selfish with your time and with what you do with it, because for a long time I was a people pleaser and I always put everybody before me, and it ended up getting me sick, getting me stressed, getting me depressed, and that's not good for you. So you have to just remember that you are deserving, you do a lot, and that it's okay for you to rest. And it's so easy to say that, but it's hard to actually put it into action and be like, no, I'm okay. So now when I rest, like yesterday, I kind of rested like all day. Like I hung out with my friend Amanda and we just, did things that we wanted to do. And I'm like, this is so weird to me to just like be chill. And it's hard to learn, but you will learn it eventually. And if someone tries to guilt trip you about resting, just let them know, like, hey, I do a lot. Like, I think I deserve this day for myself. And you don't even have to explain yourself, but if you want to, you should. Stand up for yourself, be selfish with your time, and always, always put rest first. Because if you don't rest, your body is going to make you rest by getting sick. So I hope this helps. And then the next question I got.
Hi, Melina. My question for you is, how do you stay firm on the boundaries that you set with your family? I feel like in my family, I've created boundaries and I'm considered like a black sheep almost because I don't tolerate disrespect just because you're my family. But how do you stay firm in your decision? Because sometimes you do feel like wavering because you feel left out of your family, but also I like the boundaries that I've set for myself in my life.
Hola, amiga. This is really tough. Staying strong with your boundaries is very difficult, but you have to remind yourself of the reason you set them in the first place. If the reason you set them in the first place is because somebody made you feel a certain way, remind yourself of how you felt at that moment. And if you were to take away that boundary and go back to your old self, how would you feel? Would that make your life better? Probably not. There's a reason why boundaries are set. And although sometimes it gets lonely and although sometimes it gets difficult or you feel like you're missing out, there's a reason why you set it. Protect your peace and remember why you did it in the first place. Okay, and then I have this last voice note.
Hey girl, just wanted to congratulate you on your podcast. I absolutely love all your episodes. I did want to ask you for your advice though. So I've been seeing this guy on and off for about 2 years. And, I've been through some shit, girl. Who hasn't, right? Heartbreak and everything. So this guy was pretty nice, he's just been nicer than the guys that I've dated before. But something's just not clicking, like the connection's not really there. So since I've been through some shit, I'm kind of like, man, like, do I really want to let go of this dude? What if I never find someone like him? So I don't know what to do. Like, I kind of feel bad thinking that, knowing this guy is really, really great, pero hay algo, like you just have that feeling where it's like you're not gonna make it work, even if you keep trying. And I feel like that's what I've been trying to do for the past 2 years. So what do you think I should do? Should I just let go, or maybe there's just, I don't know, something wrong with me that I'm overthinking it? And if the answer is yes, I should let go, like, how do I do it? It's just so hard for me to let go. I don't know, text, conversation. I just feel like if it's face to face, he's gonna start crying and like guilt me back into the relationship. So what do I do? Help me out, girl.
Hola, amiga. That is a tough situation to be in, but one thing that I can tell you is that always listen to your gut. If you don't listen to your gut, ugh, you have to trust it. Because the times that I haven't listened to my gut is where I end up like heartbroken, or wow, I knew this before it happened. Like I had a feeling this guy wasn't it, but I chose to look past it, and now here we are and all this time has passed and it didn't work out for a reason. I will trust my gut forever from this day forward, but it seems like you're actually not sure about this guy. So what you're doing is wasting your time, wasting his time, and in the end it's just going to be like heartbreak for both of you, even worse, right? Because you've already gone 2 years, and then time is precious. Time is precious. You're never going to get that back. This could be holding you back from meeting the person that you're supposed to meet. Don't hold yourself back just because this person is nice to you. There's other people that are nice. Sometimes nice is not enough. You need to find someone that it makes sense with, like, oh my God, this is my person. And if this person, you've been questioning it for 2 years, it's time to cut it off. And how I would do it, if you say like, this guy, if I do it in person, it's going to be more difficult, then do it over text. Do it whatever makes you feel comfortable. Do not let others tell you, oh, that's cold-blooded, like you did this. You do what feels safe for you. You do what feels good for you. If this person is the type of person that is not going to let you go if you do it in person, then do it over text. And just be nice about it and say, hey, like, you know, it's not you, it's me. No, but really be kind about it and just let them know, like, I don't want to stop you from meeting your person, and I don't want to stop, you're not my person. And sometimes you just have to be direct about it. As much as people don't like being direct and people are like, oh, you're going to be like heartless, like doing this, you have to do it because, like I said, you're never going to get this time back. And this could possibly be holding you back from meeting the actual person that you're meant to be with. I hope this helps, amiga. Good luck. All right, you guys. So that's all I have for you guys today. I am going to film part 2 of Big Sis Advice of all the questions I received on Instagram. I'll have to read those off because those are not voice notes. I hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. Follow me at Unbreakable Latina on TikTok and Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Latina Podcast. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.